Hey, ojú ẹ rèé. Now you guys, look, you're distracting me now. It's good to see you. Thank you for joining. That was a good lap. Oh. You just came and distracted me for nothing. Eh? Hope the kids are well. How's Madame? Good, 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 good. Okay, so Um, how many people do we have on this stream tonight? Let's see. Um, just one person, and it's my friend Faith. So, Oga Faith, I don't know where you saw this, saw the link. I don't know. I don't know if I have you on Facebook. But some way, somehow, you've been made aware of what I'm doing, which is to not only you, bros. You've been made aware of what I'm doing, which is to try and achieve some sort of good time on this course ahead of my entry into the FIA. Oh, you were just on YouTube and saw it live, so you don't know anything about this FIA Motorsport Games. You don't know anything about it. I'm waiting for your response. Or maybe I know there's a. Oh, you don't know anything. Wow. Okay. So a few months ago, I was invited to take part in the FIA Motorsport Games 2022 as Nigeria's first sim racer. So if you look on Google to find out about it, actually, you will see that it's a whole event with different kinds of categories of racing. Some of them are time challenges, some of them are actual races, and also there's esports. So it's holding, actually, it's physically holding. We have to go, even those of us that are sim racing. We have to go to the Paul Ricard circuit in Marseille, in France, and we have to go and basically, I'm going to compete as a sim racer, and I'm basically practicing and trying to improve my time on this course. The best I've managed is 1 minute 58 seconds, and the benchmark for this track is about 1 minute 52. So I'm still about 6 seconds off the pace, and I need to try and achieve at least 155 before I go to the games. It's holding between the 26th and 30th of October, as I say, in Marseille, in France. So that's what I'm doing here, and I'm quite fascinated that you just saw it on YouTube, and that's fascinating, actually. I'm wondering how that came about, but anyway, it's good that my what's it called? My channel is being pushed on YouTube. It's good to see people just tuning in, and it's definitely good to see a friend that didn't know anything about it tune in. So I'm gonna do my best not to come last. But really, my motivation for doing this is to show Nigerians that sim racing is a real option. It's not just video games. I'll try and show you. As you can see, Faith, but everybody knows that I have my racing simulator, and essentially my steering wheel is such that it simulates not just the drive. Faith, you're not serious. It simulates not just the drive, but also simulates the forces that the wheel would feel, and this, all of the forces that come from going over bumps and things into the steering wheel. So actually, if you get really good at sim racing and you get into a real car, of course, it's not exactly the same. It's not even close to being the same, but there's some things that you can carry from sim racing into real life motorsport. And many, not many, but quite a few drivers have made it from sim racing to motorsport, to live motorsport rather. And every race driver today uses a simulator to practice. So sim racing is real, it's here to stay, and I want to encourage, by being seen at such an event, I want to encourage Nigerians to take it up, young children, boys, girls, to get into sim racing. So yeah, that's why I'm doing this, and that's why you've stumbled upon my channel. Please like the video, please subscribe so that it can be disseminated to more people. Um, yeah, that's it, bro. That's it. So I'm gonna drink my tea and I will keep driving. I mean, while you're while I'm drinking my tea, I'll just set the replay up to keep showing my drive. So it looks like I'm doing everything right, but at least the corners that I just saw, they looked fine. But I'm still several seconds off the pace. Alright, so I'm gonna get back. Yeah, I'm gonna get back behind the wheel, and didn't know I did a 1 minute 59.9. When did I do that? Anyway, I'm gonna keep driving and see if I can improve the time that I'm doing. Thanks, bro. I'm trying my best. It's not just getting around the corners smoothly. There's also an element of positioning. You have to, well, I guess if you are in the right position, you'll be able to go around the corners smoothly. But for instance, I'm going right here. I need to be on the left side. I need to turn in at the right time. And it allows you to go off the course slightly there without a penalty, but it's not every corner. For instance, if I go off here, it won't forgive me. The lap will be cancelled. Yeah. So essentially, the thing is, whoever can apply all of these concepts and get around the track quickest, that's the person that wins the race. Going off there. They go change tire. Yeah, I mean, I don't like the track, to be honest. There are too many chicanes, there are too many S corners, and I don't know. For me, it's not fun. I think a mix of different types of corners is better, but there are too many of those very, very tight corners in quick succession, and yeah, it just seems a bit repetitive. We just had one back there, and then there's another one here, another S bend. Like we're doing better here. If I can just keep this going for the rest of this lap. That is frustrating. I'm not so upset because I had already messed up the lap. If you look at the time up there, if the time goes red, then your lap is no longer valid because you've gone off the track somewhere. Now the number next to the lap time in green, the one that's green right now, that's how much better that I'm doing than my best lap so far in this session. So we want the lap time to stay white, and the one in green now to keep going up, well, the minus to be greater. So pretty tricky. Let's see if we can do this set of corners better. Man, the lap is invalid. I could cry. I would have been over over 1 second better than my best on the night. Come on, let's try this again. Oh, I brake too early. It must be this track because this is the Paul Ricard track where the event is holding. This is the track that's going to be used for the games. So no be me they choose now the place where we they go race to this. So other events will be taking place on the actual track, and that was better. almost 2 seconds better than my best on the night. So 2 minutes and half a second is my record on the night, but I am able to do 1 minute 58. So here's the thing, that set of corners was very, very untidy. I'm sure you noticed, but if you look, I'm still 0.15, 0.14 seconds better than my last lap. So there's still plenty of room to improve. And there it goes. So I believe there is somewhere where I can make some modifications to the type of tires that they're going to change for me when I next go into the pit. Not that, obviously. Which button is it? It's not that. That's my ABS. Okay. I think it's this one. Let me see. Yeah, okay, so I need to come out, so let me return to garage and set up. Current setup. Yeah, okay, so which corner is that you're thinking? Is it close to the end or close to the beginning? Or midway somewhere? Is it before or after that long straight? For me, the most difficult corner that I'm having is the one just before the long straight. Those corners towards the end, very fast corner, and then I start going left and right. I'm just messing up tonight. I normally am not very, I normally do those corners pretty well. So which tires are yeah. Oh, we've got some more people watching. Good evening. Thanks for joining this stream. I am just trying to get myself some tires to get back on the track now. Okay, I'm not actually sure that this is right. I'm just gonna come out. So quit. Yes, I'll come back in. I just want to see if I can make a change to my tires and improve what I am using. Okay, so start session. setup. Current setup. So actually, I think there are only two types of tires: wet and dry. There's no soft and medium and hard tires. Okay, that's fine. A bit frustrating though. You can't change the type of tire. Normally in a race you have soft tires, you have medium tires, and you have hard tires, and soft tires are better around corners but they wear out more quickly. Hard tires are difficult to drive around corners but they last a long time, and medium tires are somewhere in the middle. But this is just wet and dry. There's no option. There's no option for what type of tire compound, that's what they call them, tire compounds, you can opt for. So okay, never mind. I think because I came out of the game, I have to reset this, but I think I'm just gonna put it on. I'm just gonna put it here and drive with that on aggressive. So drive.
Green light. Go, go, go.
These are the corners that I find most difficult. So those corners just before this long straight are my most difficult. Whether I'm having a good race, a good session or a difficult session, doesn't matter. That's where I have my problems. So these ones coming up here, I actually quite like them. I like this. This is a very fast corner. Just have to know how to control the car. And this is, yeah, very easy, I said. But honestly, if you come into that corner properly, it's not hard to get right. Okay, let's try and do this one a bit better. That's not very good at all. I've already invalidated the lap. I'm going to go back and make some more changes to this car. So let's stiffen these springs. So what these do, these are just settings to adjust the way the suspension behaves, and what I'm applying is just a set of settings to just stiffen up the suspension. Yeah, that's a difficult question. Every car has its what's it called? Advantages and disadvantages. And the best thing to do when you're racing is to get used to a car that you like, and you will never have the best car because every car has its own benefits. But if you can get used to a car and understand how it drives and drive it that way, then you will be good. And if you can get used to the worst car in the game, the slowest car, you can still be faster than some people that don't really understand the cars that they're driving. So for me, this is not my favorite car. My favorite car is a Bentley. That's what I always used to drive in Assetto Corsa. But the reason I'm driving a Mercedes is because I'm doing this as an entry for Nigeria. It's been publicized a lot on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, and Twitter, and Nigerians can identify with Mercedes a lot more than they can identify with Bentley. So as it's a Nigerian thing, I just decided that I'll drive a Mercedes. And the thing is, you want to not be chopping and changing between cars so close to the event. I've only got about 2 weeks to go, and then I'll be in 2 weeks from now. Basically, I'll be leaving on the following Tuesday to go. So at this point, I think unless I know I want to go and drive the Bentley and stick with the Bentley, I don't want to change now. And the Mercedes is more familiar to Nigeria. There's still a hope that I might get some sponsorship opportunity from one of the Mercedes dealerships in Nigeria, and we're still trying to do that. But with Bentley, it's just a car that I like. It's not got any value for the thing I'm doing. And like I said earlier, my own interest here is not to go and come first. That's not my thing. My thing here is to get sim racing into the hands of Nigerians, and if I have to use something that is more identifiable with Nigerians, then I will. That's fine, because the champions are coming. Me, I'm just the first Nigerian to do it. I want to usher in the champions that are coming and just show them something that is more identifiable with them. So those are my reasons for the car choice. At the end of the day, it's not a bad car. Actually, I've seen some reviews that people say that this is the preferred car. Some other people like the Bentley, some other people like other cars. Other than this and the Bentley, I might have considered the Aston Martin, because there was a point when I was driving it quite a bit because of a task I was doing in the game. So, but Yeah, for now it's between this and the Bentley, and I'm thinking I will stick to this. Anyway, I've made some changes to the car, so let's see if that will give me anything at all. This looks a bit better, you know, Faith. I'm feeling this is a lot better. Hey. Right, I'm feeling a bit fed up with this car, so I'm gonna just quit, and I shouldn't be doing this, but I'm gonna go drive the Bentley because I just feel like I'm doing the same thing over and over again, and I'm getting no improvement. And I just really want to do something a bit different. So yes, the name of my racing team is Ekeriegba. And let's see how I can do better. Let's see if I can do better in this car. So my personal best in this car is not as good as my personal best in the Mercedes, but I've been driving this car since I started playing Assetto Corsa Competizione. So hopefully I can turn it around and make this my preferred car. And look, at some point, Faith, I know Nigeria people go vex for me. At the end of the day, well, we'll see how it goes. I might still go back, but for now, I just want to drive something a bit different. That car is frustrating me. So let's set it to aggressive, and then let's start playing with these. I normally put these tire pressures down a bit. Okay, so Ferrari, yes, there is an Aston Martin. I've driven it in the past, but it's not a car that I have driven a lot recently. And I'm trying to reduce the mix of cars, because I just feel like if I introduce a third car, I have to start learning to get an understanding of that car. And you know what, tell you what, I'm going to stop talking, because Ferrari said so. I'm going to go and get the Aston Martin. And Faith, it's not only Nigerians that are vexing for me, now I'm vexing for myself. But yeah, I'm going to go get the Aston Martin. I don't have much time, it's the truth, but I've driven this car before. I did like it. I have a what's it called on this? I have a racing team that I've set up here, and maybe there's something good to come out of this. What have I done? Confirm, yes. So, right. Why am I nervous? Alright, let's get it. Let's go on. I believe it has more grip than the Mercedes. Okay. It said for me, don't make me lose focus now. Well, let's set this car up, and to be honest, I'm not very sure of the settings for this car. I've not really driven it a lot, haven't driven it enough to be able to muck about with it too much, but anti-roll bar always goes up, brake bias always up. I like more of my braking force on the front. I'm going to leave the rest of this stuff alone and just mess about with the ride height. Front ride height is already as low as it can go. You know what, I'm just going to leave this alone. Oh, base ride height 65, rear ride. Okay. Okay, it doesn't have a front splitter. So let's go and try out Fermi's idea. And if it works, I'll buy you a bottle of champagne. Right. Drive. Let's drive it. I don't even know where I am. What is this interior I'm looking at? All right. I don't know what I'm doing here. Whoa! Jeremy, you see what has happened now?
Got some light damage
That's
on the
your
front
more
of the car.
grip right there for you. But you see, the thing is, as with look battle, so look, as with any car, you need time to get used to it, and there is a chance that I could get used to this car and prefer it, but do I have that time to spend getting used to the car, or should I be using that time to improve the track? I mean, there's so much distracting me here. Look at the wiper blade that is vibrating there. Now, that's super annoying. No. Forget about this nonsense. I'm sorry, Fermi, that was a bad idea. No. I'm not doing that. So, let me go and get what I'm used to, please. What have I done? Press the wrong button. See, the funny thing is that on a normal day, I would have actually been driving the Audi. The Audi is really, really nice car. I really like it, but I haven't driven it in this. Fermi, we're going to try the Bentley for now. Just a moment. Let me go through the cars that we have here. The Audi, no champagne for Fermi. That's true. The Audi is a car I really like in Gran Turismo, but I have not driven it here. Same with the Ferrari. The BMW M6, as far as I'm concerned, is just a fat car. It's heavy and it doesn't handle well. As far as I'm concerned, I don't like it. The Huracan is... it's one of those cars that you just want to like, but for some reason you can't. I don't know. I don't know. The Lexus is a car that I think, as far as I'm concerned, has missed it missed its way. It's supposed to be on a boulevard somewhere, driving a 50-year-old couple down the road in serenity, and supposed to be taking them to play golf. What it's looking for on a racetrack, I have no idea. Now the McLaren, I've driven that and I did like it in this game, but let's leave that for now, because Nigerians don't even know what a McLaren looks like, I don't think. Yeah, we're gonna leave that alone. Fermi, I know you know what a McLaren looks like, so but yeah, in general, Nigerians, McLaren, we're not really familiar. Mercedes, we're parking those for the moment. Nissan, I'm not driving a Nissan, period. No further questions. Now the Porsche, if you want to die, take that. hasn't got any traction control, it hasn't got any ABS. So the only computer that is driving the car is you. And if you make a mistake, which you will, it will not forgive you for any of your sins. So it's a very, very difficult car to drive, and you have to be ready to dedicate almost a whole career to learning that car. There's no time for that. It's a car I really, really like in Gran Turismo, but here it's more Faith, people they talk motor, you they talk Volvo. No, Faith, there's no Volvo. I don't know what to say to you. Bros. Anyway, so yeah, yeah, the Porsche is just a car that's, you don't want to drive if you're not ready to commit time to really, really learning it. The old 911 back in the 70s and 80s, they used to call them widowmakers because they used to kill the men that owned them and turn their wives into widows. So you can see the car's reputation. So we're gonna go with the Bentley and just see how this is, and go with my Ekeri Egba. And that is a hat tip to my grandfather, who was the Ekeri of Egba land. And yeah, but yeah, so that's where that name comes from. Confirm that, and let's get onto the track. Now, the thing I really love about this Bentley is how it sounds. There's nothing like it. But let's set this up. I normally go with an aggressive setup as a template, and then I modify some of these things just to make it a bit more aggressive. Now, the thing with the tire pressures, the lower tire pressures make the tire flatter, and that means that you have more grip on the road. So, of course, there's a point at which it's too flat, and that's no good. So, leave the other figures because I'm not ready to start using mental strength to figure them out. There's the camber is whether your tire is like this or like this, and if you're going around the corner to the right, that's this way, you want the tire to if you're going around the corner, you want the tire to be more like this, so that as it's going this way and it's pushing that way, it's getting more grip. I don't know if what I'm saying makes sense. But yeah, there's all of these toe camber. The toe rather, when your tire is like that facing straight, it's whether it does that a bit or does that a bit when it's going straight. So no tire is exactly straight and going like that. Some tires are a bit off center like that, or they're off like that and they're going straight. There's just something about the setup that makes it more efficient to do that. But like I said, I'm not ready to start figuring those out for this car now. I'll leave those as they are, go on to mechanical grip and give myself a bit more anti-roll bar and a bit more brake bias. Go for broke 70, that's fine. Let's leave the rest of the numbers there, and let's go and drop this ride height. Right? Okay. All right, so okay. Right, like I was saying, Look, the thing I love about this car is just the sound of the engine. I really, really love how it sounds. You're gonna see that now, and you know it's hard not to love it. So,
Green light. Give it all you can.
are you ready to hear this? Oh, that's glorious. Let's go. This is music. You can see I've forgotten how to drive it already. I have actually forgotten how to drive this car. Let me turn the traction control up a bit. I used to be really good with this car, but that was about last year. During the lockdown, well, last year and year before, during the lockdown. I love that sound. I just love that noise. Amazing. I think it is. But it would appear that the Mercedes is easier to drive. Or maybe I just haven't spent enough time trying with this car yet. I might not be able to resist taking this car to the game zone. I think it is, you know. Guys, say hello to my wife. Hi, princess. I'm driving the Bentley. Can you change your what? Register what? I can't see the whole of your message. Type it in shorter bursts. That's too wide, but it's alright. I will have to. She makes a good point. I registered to drive the Mercedes at the games, but I'm sure I can change my registration. Yes, you told me to stick to the Bentley. Okay, if I can just get used to this car again. Faith, why are you trying to cause me wahala here now? See, Princess and Faith, there's a guy here, Fermi Aduloju. When he approached me, he said, "Good afternoon, sir." Now you guys are casting me in his presence. Next thing is going to be calling "Good afternoon, Shegun." You guys you're basically spoiling my my rep on my channel. I'll ban you. No, I think I need to get used to this car on this track because I definitely agree with Fermi. It's faster, it handles better, and I'll tell you what, the reason I'm having a problem, right, is that I'm not used to a car that when you turn the wheel, it turns. This car, when you turn the wheel, it turns. Fermi, oh, carry Jerry, Omodada, There's a fourth person watching. Identify yourself, please. Right, okay, let's try and do better. The key is to brake, maneuver, and accelerate. Five watching. Wow. Faith, I agree. But the reason is that actually I know this car a lot better than any other car in this game. access is enough. The front left tire here. If you, Fermi, you feel like it's not gripping, Abby. In what? So it's not gripping in right-hand corners. Is that what you're saying? So there's something I'm gonna try and do with the camber angle. Turn the tire so that it's more like that, so that when I go out, when I go into I wasn't looking at the track, so that when I go into a right-hand corner, like this, and the tire is leaning that way, yeah, I hear you. Actually, yeah, let's just return to garage. Let me fix these two things. Yeah, I think I did put too much brake bias on the front, so let's change that first. Yeah, 70% is a bit much. Let's bring it down. 65. I think it was 66 already anyway, so, and that's how I used to drive the car. So this camber angle, so it's already, now let me see. Okay, my phone is dead actually, so I cannot check. Negative camber is out like this, I think, and positive camber is, I'm not sure where the angles are, I can't remember. Yeah, I know, I'm just trying to figure out which is negative and which is positive. And my phone is dead, so I can't actually Google it. I can't remember the what it is. I wish Bamidele was here, and let me see if I can get Bamidele onto the stream, because he is obviously very knowledgeable. I just unplugged my headset. Okay, Fermi, cool. So when the car is going right, it's bending this way, so we want the camber angle of that left tire to go that way. Alright, so is that positive or negative? Get my phone on and I will see. So I want more negative, is that what you're saying? Right, so I've got an image here. I've got a few images here. So, you are right. How much more negative do I want? I already had quite a bit of negative camber there. I already had quite a bit of negative camber on that tire. Yeah, there was quite a bit of negative camber there. So and the tire pressure is low, so that means that there's quite a large contact patch on the floor. I don't want to bring that tire pressure down anymore, and the camber is already almost at its maximum. Excuse me. So I'm now thinking that I need to put a bit more anti-roll bar. But then again, actually, if my suspension is a bit stiffer, okay, so let's go with some stiffer suspension springs. And up that a bit. Normally have them equal on the same axle. And then the dampers, thing with increasing these things is it becomes less forgiving when you go on when you go over bumps, so curbs and things like that. The car will just not forgive you. It will literally bounce off the curb, and if it does that, then you don't have grip. What have I done here? But if you are going to drive on the road, then that's fine. So if I'm doing this, that means I'm committing myself to driving more on the road, not on the curbs. And okay, let's see. what that does for us. Okay. What's my arrow like? Okay, I said that the last time, didn't I? Okay, let's bump that back up a bit and let's go and drive. Let's see what it's like now. And continue. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So it's funny, the car seems like it's now over responsive. It seems like I feel like I'm used to steering that when you turn it, it doesn't really do what you want it to do. But this one seems overly ready to follow you where you want to go. I think I need some traction control here. So I've set that to 5. ABS, where's my ABS? Okay. Sorry, I'm not looking. I'm trying to set my... Okay, I'm just gonna stop, okay? ABS 5. Traction control 5. Alright. Okay, so we've gone from having not enough grip to having too much. Literally. Okay, Fermi, I'll try that out. Let's see. Okay. No, I don't want to see that replay. Return to garage setup. And yes, there is a bit too much oversteer. I'm thinking actually that but my anti-roll bias still is quite high. Okay. So I'm not sure that the issue is here, you know. Okay, let me see. Okay, let's see how that works out. what I was saying about the curbs. Because the suspension is so stiff, the moment you get on a curb, you lose grip. On the other side. Shagun, stay off the curbs. Jeez. No, I think I need to go. I think I need to soften up the suspension. Set up. You know what? I'm going to go back to a safe preset. Fermi, are you there? Say something if you are. I'm going to go back to a safe preset, and then let's start carving out a setup from this. So we're going to get on the we're going to have a meeting tomorrow with Bami and some of our commercial guys. After the business talk and all of that, Fermi, we're going to talk about this setup. We're going to try some things out. Bami is going to be there. You've not really had a chance to talk to Bami yet, but we're going to go through this stuff because I think we just need to get this setup done and get it done properly somewhere, something that we're going to be happy with, and we'll stick to that permanently. So that we know that that's out of the way. So yeah, I needed to get that suspension softened back up because I need to use the curbs, and if I can't go over the curbs, then I can't get a good time on this track. So okay, all right, no problem. Let's go. Let's see what this is like. It'd be so funny if this now drives the way I want it to. It's actually quite good, actually. Not jittery or anything. me, have you noticed that the car is more stable? I think it's really good. One problem I have with this car is because it's a right-hand drive, where I used to use the right-hand side of the screen in the Mercedes to gauge the corners, I can't do that because I can't see through the pillar. I'm going to see if I can do something with my view settings. If I can drive from the right side of the car. Nah, that doesn't make sense. Yeah, actually, if I do this, it means I can see out the right-hand window. And that's just a little bit more realistic. Okay. Faith, I can't see the rest of your message. I think once you get the settings perfectly in this car, you'll be set. Is that what you're saying? You'll be sorted. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, I think I agree. Okay, so I'm going to use this. Another thing to get used to. No, actually, I think the solution to this problem there's a button that I need to press And I thought it was... It's not that. Switch off the wipers. It's not raining. Right, okay, so options, I beg your pardon. I know some people are tuning in. Controls, and people want to see me driving, so I'm just trying to get my settings right to change my cycle camera. So that's the one, and I'm gonna put that to, I don't know, triangle. Okay, so in Gran Turismo, this is what I drive with. Let's see if this does it. Take some practice. I think there's some promise here. I'll tell you what, I just would like to get rid of this display on the right side, and I can't remember the button to press. I was a bit too excitable there. What do you guys think about this view? Definitely feels like you're closer to the action. but there is actually I know how to do it, but one of the hardest parts of these of motorsports really is the amount of concentration that you need, and to ensure that you're in the right position for every single corner. Your concentration needs to be 100%. And that also means I need to stop talking and change gear at the right time and stop getting onto the limiter. I've just lost about 300ths of a second just by not changing gear at the right time. Anyway. My tires are worn out. I'm gonna get them changed. I need to figure out how to turn off this display on the left. Some dodgy graphics going on there.
Let's go. Go, go, go.
Right, so before I go anywhere, I'm going to just check my controls to see how I can switch off that display on the left side. Right, so this multifunction display okay. Okay, so it's not down there. Right, so multifunction display, real-time position, MFD standings. There's a button to change that thing. Okay, I think it's this. And then cycle ABS. Where's ABS? Cycle ABS. I'm gonna take that one. Okay, so so that's the wrong button. Not ready to go yet. Options. So I'm just gonna switch that thing off. Okay. Hello to whoever's just logged in. Thank you for joining. Okay, so this is frustrating. Okay, so that will do. Alright. Those tires are definitely better. Wow, 7 people watching the stream. I don't think I've had that many people watching at once before. Thank you for joining, everyone. It'd be nice if you could leave your name, tell me who you are. If you want to find out a bit more about what I'm doing, search me on Instagram or Twitter. Instagram probably better. simracing_ng. Princess, I'm pretty sure you know who I am and what I'm doing. It's a bit difficult for me to concentrate on driving and talk at the same time. So bloody hell. I need to rest. Probably do. But I'll be on again tomorrow morning. Yeah, we'll try new things tomorrow. Yeah, all right.
Got some light damage on the front of the car.
Yeah, I think that's it. Okay. I think that's it. So, if I'm very honest, I'm not very happy with 2 minutes and 3 seconds. That's 5 seconds from what I am capable of, and a good 8 seconds from where I really want to be to go for these games. So there's something that I'm not doing right that I have done in the last week, but I'm not doing now, and I'm not sure what that is. So I will have this round table with my people tomorrow, and hopefully should be able to get back to some decent times in a very short space of time. I want to thank anybody who's tuned in. My name is Shegun Akinwade. I am doing this to raise awareness for sim racing in Nigeria. And what is it that I'm doing? I am going out to the FIA Motorsport Games 2022 as Nigeria's first sim racing entry. I'm not a professional sim racer. I'm an amateur, and from the looks of my driving today, very amateur. But I'm trying to improve and get myself up to a decent level for the games where I can at least feel like I've put in a good effort. My real objective is to raise awareness of what sim racing is to young Nigerians by representing them at the FIA Motorsport Games 2022. I hope that there will be young people that will see what I'm doing and think they can do better than me, and I'm sure that they can. And I would like to mentor them to get into sim racing and, you know, follow their own dreams of being in motorsport. So on that note, thank you very much for tuning in. We'll be on tomorrow, and we'll try again, and we'll hopefully set a better time and get consistent. I think that's most important. Consistency is key. All right, thank you everyone. Have a lovely evening, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Good night. Faith, thank you so much for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Fermi, if you're still there, thank you for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Princess, I'll see you upstairs in a few minutes, but thank you for tuning in as well. All right. Good night, everyone.